Hey y'all, it's me, Prettywitty77, and welcome to another edition of the Deep Condish, where we deep condition our hair weekly together while we get the dish on whatever, sis. So grab your conditioners and let's condish. What's up? What's up? It's March, okay? And I want to say happy spring break, but I don't really think it's really spring around here. Everybody in quarantine, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. I want to go ahead and tell you guys what I'm going to be using today. It is one of my favorites, so you don't have to ask me how I like the conditioner this week because it's on my list of favorites. If you want to know my basically list of favorites, I have a video with all the deep conditioners that I feel like are worthy to be called the top. Okay, so check the description box for the link for that. Okay, so anyways, it's the main choice, peach black tea and vitamin fusion mask. Bam. So let's go ahead and get started. Y'all already know how we kick it off weekly. Okay, I hope y'all really be deep conditioning with me weekly. But we always kick it off with shout outs. I do a live deep condition every second and last Sunday of the month. And I just want to highlight some people that came through and kicked it. It'd be a lot of y'all. Okay, so but I can only shout out 5 at a time. So this week, shout out to Rhonda DW. What's up, sis? Ace Boom Nappy. Hey, sis. Also, Naturally Bubbly Me. Shout out. Also, girl, why is Siri?
Could you try again?
Why you all in my mouth, Siri? Mind your business. Anyways.
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
Anyways, did I say a word that started with S? No, I said Naturally Bubbly Me. Anyway, shout out to my sis. This sis trigger Siri. Gold Mouth 100. What's up? Also to Midra. So shout out to y'all for coming through and, you know, participating. If you want a shout out, if you want a possibility to get your name shouted out, go ahead. Oh, I forgot. How could I forget to my water? How did I forget? Anyways, if you want a shout out, make sure you be in attendance for the next live, which is the following Sunday. Well, the Sunday after you see this, basically. So yeah. I don't remember this smell being so strong. Maybe it's my sinuses. I do not have the corona, okay? But anyways, I usually like to go into the fist pump of the week. But y'all, I don't know what's going on in the world. I look for hours for something that I would deem possible enough to give a fist pump to. I couldn't find anything. What is wrong with the world? There's so much negative going on in the world right now. So much fear. It's like, yo, I can't even find a story. So I guess on the weeks where I cannot find a story to go with the fist pump, we're gonna dabble into the witty wisdom. How about that? So I got a little quote for y'all today. And the quote for today is going to be, you are not your thoughts. And I read a little piece a minute ago, and it's like, yo, the voice in your head, is it your voice? Do it sound like you, or do it sound like somebody else? A lot of people say that voice in their head sound like their parents. Like, you know, when you kind of like criticizing yourself, a lot of people do hear their parents because that's what they've gotten growing up. My voice is myself, but it's not you. You know what I'm saying? It's just something, I don't know, it's not you, and you don't have to listen to, if you're not having in a good space, you don't have to listen to the voice. You can take it into consideration, be like, okay, I hear you, but I gotta do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to anybody out there who does have like anxiety and who does have like a million thoughts per minute. I can totally relate. But anyways, that's my witty wisdom for today. Take care of yourself. And also, I guess it will be a good topic to kind of like get into, because with what's going on today, which is basically going to be my Say What Curl segment, because I feel like this just needs to be addressed. It's a lot of fear going on in the world right now due to the coronavirus, okay? And people are panicking. I'm trying my best not to panic. Hold on, let me peg back so y'all can see that length. I be forgetting. I be too close to the camera. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway. My hair feels so good right now. Anyways, yeah, it's a lot of fear going on in the world, and I feel like at this point, I feel like it's like a monkey see, monkey do. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have twisted that. Because there are countries or the regions of the world who've had a bigger outbreaks, like, you know, than us in the US. And I feel like they seeing what's going on in other countries and we're panicking too. But if we all just calm down and take the proper precautions instead of just like going into like panic mode, I feel like it would be better than what's really going on right now. You know what I mean? So, I got a little gripe to pick with some of y'all. Which one of y'all that ran to the grocery store and bought up all the toilet paper, bro? Like, I need the tissue in my life. Like, I only got like 2 more rows left. What I'm supposed to do? And I can't be stealing tissue out of the bathroom at my job because it ain't good tissue. So what am I supposed to use? Just because you want to get stacked up and have 52 rows in your house. Like, that part, y'all, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I can understand people wanting to sanitize their areas and, you know, wanting to buy like hand sanitizer or whatnot and things like that. But sis, you think nobody else got an ass to wipe? Like, I just don't. Woo. Okay, I can understand. Like, okay, you can't get hand sanitizer, so use soap and water. Okay, cool. Antibacterial, whatever. But why y'all messing with the toilet paper, bruh? Like, I'm mad. I don't know how often y'all go to the grocery store. Let me know in the comments. But I go weekly. Sometimes more than once. I like to get a lot of fresh stuff. So, you know, I buy my fresh stuff weekly, you know, because you can't keep it in your house too long. We're going to go bad. So I'm in the grocery store for my little regular round or whatever. And I do drink a lot of water. So I buy like by the gallon. Norm for me. I usually buy like 5 or 6 at a time because that's how many I use a week because I drink a lot of water. Girl, I'm in the grocery store and they like, oh, like last week it was a limit of 3 for the gallons. I don't know how much for the like bottled water because I can finish a bottle of water in like 20 seconds, like that size. But yeah, and lowered the limit down to 2. Next thing y'all know, y'all gonna be panicking over gas. Like, where we going, sis? Where you going with all that toilet paper in the trunk? Like, let me know, bro. Like, I don't know. But I can understand how some people want to be clean. But the thing is, I guess I'm not panicking like I should be because I'm already a germaphobe. So it's kind of hard to send me into a panic mode. Maybe like somebody cough or sneeze into the air, which I always catch people doing, and I'm always highly disgusted. I don't know. I feel like some people just weren't taught the things that I were taught. Say for instance, you were told to cover your mouth when you sneeze. Cover your mouth when you cough. Not with your hand, but with your, okay, I know that. But some people don't cover their mouth when they yawn. And I feel like you are transferring a force of air out of your mouth. Anything can fly in. You're like, why would you just be like, oh? Like, that is so rude to me. But people weren't taught to cover their mouth when you're young. I just think it's disgusting. Like, I don't know. But, yeah. So I'm already a germaphobe and I already see stuff and just be like disgusted with stuff. I don't touch doors with my hand anyways because I've been, okay, how many of y'all been following me on my vlog? Because y'all know, if you have, I pump gas with a glove on. Like, I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been opening doors or pushing out, you know, the doors you push out with my elbows. I've been doing that for a very long time. Like, I don't know. It's like second nature to me right now. So some stuff, of course, I'm more cautious, even more cautious now, but I'm not in panic mode. Like, ew, sanitize everything. Like, see, I'm the type of person that when I get into the house, I have to wash my hand before I touch anything. Because, I don't know, it just feels, I feel dirty. So, I'm not really scared that as scared as I should be. If things change, I'll let you know. But let me know if you are a little fearful about the virus. Because I was a lot more scared of Ebola. I was like, with a name like Ebola, it just looked like it sound like he gonna do damage. Wasn't the people with Ebola like coughing up blood? You know what I'm saying? I feel like did y'all live through the swine flu era? Cause I was eating swine then. Like, that was more of a risk to my people. I don't know, y'all. Let me know something in the comments, sis, because I know y'all probably tired of hearing it, but it's way more people have died or die on a yearly basis from pneumonia, based on the stats on how many people are dying with the corona. Because a lot of people aren't dying. Majority of people who have it do not die. So I mean, I don't want a cold. I do not want the virus. I do not want the corona. So anyways, let me know how you really feeling about that, or if you know somebody personally who has, come in contact with it. Like, let's talk, sis. Okay, so we're going to slide into the witty listens. And the witty listen for today, let me give y'all this little quick homework. It's a nice little bob. I think I'm gonna have to make another, like, I have a candlelight shower playlist. It's like so relaxing, so chill. Excuse me. See, even I cover my mouth when I burp. Do you? Do you cover your mouth when you burp? Anyways, the witty homework for the week, I want y'all to go check out this track. I don't know how to say this man's name. Let me just take a guess. Emawk? I don't know, but it's spelled EMAWK. And the song is called Whammed. Please go check out this song. It's really good. It's smoothing, clean your house and light a candle, or even like a candlelight shower. I'm going to update it, or either I'm going to put like the old one in the description box. Somebody asked me for it not too long ago, but I'm going to start putting it there a little more often, okay? Make sure you listen. It is an Apple Music playlist because that's what I have. I'm kind of thinking about, do I want Spotify? Because Spotify got a couple of things that I need to check out. But I don't want to pay for it. Apple is just, it comes with the phone. So it's a little bit easier and integrated. But anyways, check out the songs. Let's get into the witty reads. One of my favorite segments, okay, of the Do You Condish. Let's get into the witty reads. So since the last time that I have spoken to you guys about the reads, let's get into these book reviews, okay? So the first book that I read, it was called The Healing. It was okay. Just FYI, it is kind of like a slavery book, and I know a lot of people are tired of those types of books. Like, okay, we get the movies, we get all this stuff, but it was okay. I learned at the end, calm down, I'm about to tell y'all this. Well, I learned at the end that the book was actually written by a white man, and he was from Mississippi. Y'all know I'm a Mississippi native. Like, shout out. But I mean, I couldn't even tell. I mean, until I got to the end, the author's notes and all that stuff, I was like, I didn't know. But it was okay. I'm just gonna say it was okay. It was basically about the mistress, which was the wife of the slave owner. She lost her child, so she decided she wanted to take one of the slaves' kids and raise it as her own. She got ridiculed. She got talked about a lot because, like, why do you have this black child in your house, raising it as your own? Because trying to fill a void, she want to take somebody else's daughter. So the book was basically, it's kind of like a 2-part book. It was basically like the little girl growing up. She named the girl Grenada. So she was the little girl growing up and kind of having identity issues. Because she was raised one way, but I don't want to give the book away, but other stuff happened and she had to adapt. Also, it was also about a story of some old lady telling the whole story telling the story of the book to a little girl. So that it kind of collides at a point. But if you want to read it, read it. If you don't, you tired of that kind of book, like, I understand. So the next book is called The Other Mrs. Miller. I found this book to be very entertaining. I did. It's a 2 parts. It's basically about a book, about a woman. She got a lot of money, and her and her husband's relationship isn't really good. She don't really go nowhere. She sits around. I feel like she low-key, like, depressed. Like, she drinks every day. You know what I'm saying? And her neighbors, she don't have nothing to do. So her neighbors move in. She start interacting with her neighbors. And that's where a lot of stuff jumps off. Like her having an affair with the 18-year-old, her 18-year-old neighbor, like the son of her 18-year-old son of the neighbors. You know what I'm saying? But that's in a synopsis, so I ain't tell y'all no secrets, but it's a lot of stuff jumps off in this book. It comes in 2 parts. One is narrated basically by Mrs. Miller, and the other half is narrated by the other Mrs. Miller. The other Mrs. Miller's, the second half of the book is like far-fetched. I feel like the author was like, you know what? I can make anything happen in this book that I want to, so I'm finna just go crazy. I feel like she went crazy and it's like, what, girl? This is not believable, but it was entertaining. Would I recommend it? Yeah. It's not 5-star. It's more like a 3.5, 4-star. You know what I'm saying? This, in my opinion, if that's what you like. So yeah, the next book is going to be what the book club read. And that's called The Passengers, and I really do recommend this one because I like John Mars is the author, and I really like John Mars books. The book was basically about, basically based around like smart cars, self-driving cars. It gives me very Black Mirror, futuristic vibes to it, and basically somebody hijacked the system of the self-driving cars and programmed 7 or 8 of them, which was a lot, to like collide. They rigged the GPSs to like collide at a certain point. They had like 2 hours before they died, and basically this group of people and the public, like Twitter, all the social media, had to decide who was the person that was not going to die. You can only save one person. So basically the book is going from each person in the car giving a background story and why they feel like they should live, and the whole world is watching. All on social media, all on IG Live, all on Facebook Live, like it's everywhere. And social media is ruthless, okay? And I know this in real life, but to see it in the book, it's like a wake-up call. Like, yo, people will say anything on social media. It was a really good book. I did not like the ending because it got too mushy for me. Like, I don't even read romance novels. That's just too much. But I would recommend the book because it was a good book. And I'm pretty sure people in the book club will tell you that they enjoyed it as well. So yeah, The Passengers, people, go check it out. Also, I read this book called The Lovely Wife. And this book was about a couple, perfect kids that have, a decent house, and they get off on killing people. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a couple, it's a couples thing. That's what they do to keep the spark alive. And it gets crazy. I like this book. I really liked it. Some people say they caught the twist. I didn't even catch it. I was just too busy absorbed in the story of them catching, them killing people and getting away with it. I don't know. It's a good book. I feel like if I say too much, I'm going to ruin everything. But yeah. Go check out The Lovely Wife. I feel like it was a really good read. The next one is called The Lion Game. The Lion Game, I did not like the book, okay? Didn't like it. It was boring. It was like, I feel like some people might like this type of book. It's one of those type of books that is like so like dark and gloomy. I feel like it was just cloudy the whole book. There was no sun. The characters really didn't have like really bubbly personalities or just like average. I feel like they were very stern and like, you know how those people, like old school people, be like in foreign countries, they don't smile, they're stern, it's not really, that's how I felt. I hate when books give me that little gleamy, you know, gloomy. Like I said, gleamy, gloomy. It kind of gave that feel. Anyways, basically about a group of women. I think it was 4 of them who did something terrible when they were like in high school. But then in the book, they grown. But whatever they did is popping back up. Okay, so they having to meet up and, you know, figure out what's what, try to keep the story straight, because they got a habit of lying. That's the whole name of the book, The Lying Game. So they like to lie, and they too old for it now, basically. It's catching up with they old ass. Anyways, that's basically what I can tell you. I feel like I didn't know what went on so long, or who was behind certain stuff so long, that at a certain point of the book, like, I feel like I just lost interest, and I was like, you know what, I don't even care no more. And when it started like revealing like what's going on, I was just like, okay. Like, I was not excited. So this, I don't know, that's how I felt about that. The Lion Game, people, if you like stuff like that, check it out. If you like what is it, Vivian Flynn, I think that was her name, or Gillian Flynn, Dark Places. If you like stuff like that, which it was too gloomy for me to like thoroughly enjoy, then you probably would like The Lion Game. Didn't like it. Ruth Ware dropped the ball. Ruth Ware, which is the author, she dropped the ball with that one. And the book that I just finished reading a short time ago, is called A Simple Favor. And if you are a person who likes to catch movies, yes, they do have a movie about this, but the book was good, sis. The book was good. So the book was about a lady who became friends with this other mother. Their sons were in school together, and they were like around the same age. They were best friends. So naturally, the women became friends, and one of the ladies, Emily, she asked Stephanie, which was, you know, her friend, hey, can you mind watching, you know, my son a little bit longer while I'm doing? She was like, okay, cool, I got him. But she ain't never come back. So after she never came back, they had to report him missing, all this stuff, and a lot of trifling stuff started happening that shouldn't have happened if they were real friends. Just real trifling. I feel like all the characters in this book, I didn't really like nobody. It was 3 like main characters. I didn't really like nobody. Yeah, so basically stuff started to happen, and stuff started to surface, or people start to resurface, and secrets start to get spilled, and you just got to read the book. I totally would recommend this book. I felt like the ending was rushed, so I didn't kind of like it. But I can see what they were trying to do, but it was too abrupt. I was like thinking that I still had like more of the story left, and then the book just ended, and I'm like, what? Anyways, I definitely will recommend that book too. And yeah, that's all the books that we have for today. Hopefully I have more for you in the next, 2 weeks, where I can, it's probably be, 2 weeks. Because it's 5 Sundays in this month, I think. Hold on, let me see. Real time, baby. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5 Sundays. Okay, so I'll see y'all next week. So hopefully I'll just have a couple. It's gonna be probably a short little segment this next week. But anyways, I'll be seeing you guys next week in this form. It's not gonna be a live next week. It's actually gonna be on the 29th. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and if you ain't subscribed, subscribe, sis. I don't need your hair looking dusty. We got a deep condition together, okay? As always, thank y'all for watching. I feel like I just said that. Anyways, be safe. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. Peace.